Hello, ladies. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Ooh, almost dropped that. I'm not graceful. I am not a graceful person, in case you thought I was. Pretty sure everybody knows I'm not. I'm just gonna invite some friends. Just some friends. In case somebody's able to hop on. But if they can't, it's okay. Because I know everybody's got lives. Okay, so I just tagged a few people. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great Tuesday. I don't really plan these out very well, and honestly I could be a lot more organized, but I figure if I sit there and I try to be organized, then it's probably going to be a big crap show, and then I might not even come on. So I figured, best policy is when I just randomly decide to come on and do these random sporadic last minute trainings. So if you guys missed it, last night Jackie did a training in the on Zoom, but it was also funneled into the Glow Getters team group, and it was all about systems, and not about systems, it was more or less about the comp plan, the bubble charts, numbers. If you're interested in knowing what your income potential can look like here at Saint, that is a call that you don't want to miss out on. It was probably one of the best calls I've ever seen, if I'm being honest, and I'm not joking. It was probably the best, up there, all time best. So if you have not seen that call, is nobody on Facebook? Nobody on the Facebook today? Oh, I don't know if there's a way to tag anybody now. No one's on. It's okay. I will just pretend that a bunch of people are watching, and then I'll just, it'll be great. So that was an excellent training. Be sure you go and watch the replay. It is on the Glow Getters. It is not one you want to miss. It is definitely a training you need to go watch. You need to go catch the replay on that one because it's really, really, really good. So there's that. I also wanted to talk about, guys, there are flies in this camper and it's driving me insane. I also wanted to talk for a second about parties. I called this We Like to Party because I feel like I have said this a million times, but I'm going to say it again. My entire business has been fueled from having online classes. My entire business has been blessed by classes. If I went through, and I think, I don't know if I'm considered one of Jessica's top recruiters anymore, but at one point I was, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because I want you to know that parties are what has run my business. Parties, freaking parties. I know I'm annoying. I know I've said it a zillion times, but I'm going to say it again. I know so many people are resistant to having online classes on Facebook, on Instagram, on Zoom call, on text thread, whatever the heck it is that you're doing for your parties. Go do it, because I tell you, I don't even know how to word what I'm trying to say. Parties are why I'm where I'm at right now. Online classes are where I have found my recruits. Online classes are where I've found sales. Online classes are where I've gotten sales. And I think I just said sales twice. But online classes are literally the bread and butter to my business. I am not a social media influencer. No. I've never had a presence on Instagram that has attracted millions of people yet. I don't have that. Okay, I don't have a huge social media influence. And when I joined Saint, I didn't have a social media influence on Facebook either. I didn't have it on Facebook. I didn't have it on Instagram. So what does that leave me with? I'm not a social media influencer. I don't have thousands of people signing up to host classes and buying the makeup when I show my face on Instagram. That's not how it works for me. And if you are like me and you might not have that yet or at all, I highly recommend that you look into booking online classes. I know a lot of people, they want their business to be successful. They want to make a big income. They want to have a large team. They want to have a social media influence. But here's the thing, you guys, Jackie didn't start out with that. Kat Fairchild didn't start out with big sales. Amanda Ernest didn't start out with big sales. You guys, all of these people that we see as Saint Famous, they all worked their butts off to be where they are today. Jessica, she worked, like Kirsty, like you guys, these people that are top sellers, that are in the top of our company, they didn't just show up on Instagram and get a whole bunch of sales. That's not how it works. I wish it's how it works, but it's not how it works. And I feel like I'm being very like scoldy right now. Like I think I need to tone myself down. I feel like I have found success in one thing. And I feel like if I found success anywhere, that my job as a leader is to not hide under a rock, and my job as a leader is to show up for you guys and to tell you what has worked for me, what's worked for Jackie, what's worked for Jessica, what's worked for Elizabeth, what's worked for a lot of people in our company. And it's not just showing up on Instagram. Like, they had to do hard stuff. They had to do... Okay, so I want to go back for a second. I feel like I'm all over the place. Last night's call was super inspiring for me. I know all those things, but hearing them again was super, super inspiring, because Jackie talked about, I wish I could remember exactly how she worded it, but she talked about the work. It's not sexy. She said it's not sexy work. And it's true though. A lot of times we look at our business and we think, oh, this should be super sexy. Like, I'm going to just like pop into my stories. I'm going to like show a little something, something. And then I'm going to get some DMs. People are going to like, they're going to buy this makeup. All I have to do is show my face like a couple of times and it's going to happen. That's not how it works. We have to put in the legwork, you guys. We have to go in and book the classes. We have to do the reach outs. We have to be consistent. Like, I feel like I'm being super scoldy and I for real need to like go back. This is like, I feel uncomfortable. But I feel like sometimes I hide in this group and I don't always share things like this, and I feel like I've done you guys a disservice, because I think that I need to share more about what works and encourage you guys to do those things. And so for me, online parties has been what has worked for my business for so long. And I know so many people try to avoid it because they just think that their big break is going to happen on Instagram, like one more reel, and that reel's going to make me famous and it's going to be my big break. I was there once too, you guys. Like, I was pushing out reels, and I'm still pushing out reels, because I do believe that that is a really, really, really incredible way to bring people to your page and to attract your crowd and to build your business. I do believe in reels. I do believe in spooks. What's that from? Anyway, that's on The Wizard of Oz. Anyway, excuse me. But I want you guys to, all of that said, with Instagram, with Facebook, maybe Facebook isn't your place. Maybe you need to do an Instagram takeover. Maybe Facebook's your place. Maybe you just need to do what last night Jackie called the not so sexy work. Excuse me. And sometimes that's doing the reach outs. That's connecting with people. That's, what did Jackie say last night? Being a professional friend maker. All of those things are what's going to help you in your business. So don't be afraid to do the stuff that isn't sexy, because even though it's hard, and even though you feel like, I've shown up, I've done this, why is my business not growing? Don't be afraid to connect with people genuinely. And I know I talked about this in my message last time. You probably should connect with people. I don't want to say you need to, because I feel like I've already been so bossy. Like, I'm super tempted to delete this. I feel uncomfortable. But my point here is, don't post and pray. Don't think you're just going to have a big break on Instagram and become famous and get all the sales. I highly encourage If you have not looked into online parties, let's do it. Feel free to message me. If you're like, I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to sound spammy, I feel so uncomfortable about messaging people, or golly, I really feel like I don't know how to do an online class. I will flip and help you. I will help you. I am not too busy for any of you. I will help you. Like, let's do it. You can do an online class. We have tons of templates. We have tons of mock parties online. They are not as hard as they look. I am such a flippin' scatterbrain, you guys. I can't form sentences half the time. I'm a complete ditz. My medicine that I'm on for my liver makes me totally all over the place with what I'm trying to say. But guess what? I show up, I do the hard crap, I make connections with people, I talk to my friends. That's all you need. You don't have to be brilliant. You don't have to be organized. You don't have to be a genius at content. You don't have to have all the ideas. You just have to be consistent, be willing to have your business light on, and be willing to be a friend to people. That's it. That's literally it, you guys. Don't delete. It's all true. We need the hard truths. Okay, because I feel my Enneagram 2 is hurting. I have hives. Like, my Enneagram 2 is like, no, you're being too hard on people. Like, don't be too honest. Like, you need to be everybody's friend, and you don't want anybody to be mad at you. So my Enneagram 2 right now is like, oh, it's dying inside. But I want to help you. And if telling you the truth helps you, then I guess that's my Enneagram 2 helping in some way, okay? So I'll think about it that way. I want to serve you. Let me serve you. Why am I so weird? You can also be really weird, and people might like it. I don't know. Guys, I don't know what came across me, but last week I was like a total idiot in my class, and I was like, ladies, I should just go delete this. It's so embarrassing. My kids went to bed an hour before I was supposed to go live, and they were not behaving. They were not behaving. My spot to go live is in my kitchen, is in my living room, and it's like a foot away from the kids' bedroom. Okay? I don't have space in my camper, but my real messy life was relatable to them. And I even had a couple of them message me, and they're like, I flippin' loved your live. My life's a mess. You make me feel normal. I love you. I was just frantic and trying to get through my live video. That was it. Okay. Guys, I'm getting all like, okay, Kate, talk to me. Talk to me about, you're scared to message people about parties. Okay, you need to give yourself a timer. Put a timer on your phone. Give yourself 5 minutes. Go through the girls in your beauty group or in your customer list of people who ordered last year, one or the other, and then just be like, hey, Susan. Sometimes I send voice messages. Hey, Susan, I just wanted to let you know that my calendar is filling up for the month of July, August, whatever. And I was reaching out to see if you would by chance be interested in hosting a class with me. It's super easy. I do all of the work. And my hosts who host for me generally get anywhere from $50 to $500 in hostess credit. You don't have to say those numbers. You could say most ladies who host a class get at least $20 in one half priced item at the minimum, bare minimum, like if third party qualifies. Like, you can just say, my planner is getting filled up. I wanted to know if you'd like to snag a spot. Push them out, give yourself 5 minutes, and then you can think about how scary that was later. You could be like, oh, that was a little bit intense. Like, ooh, and then get it out after, because you just pushed it out. If you give yourself a timer, you're like, I have to do this. And then you're done. And then you freak out afterwards. Because I've been there. I get really hung up on like, gosh, I haven't talked to him in a minute. But here's the thing. We talked about this in the last training. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's okay. What's important is that you're reaching out now. You're scared. Okay, so Kate, set the 5 minute timer. Jackie says high intensity, low attachment. High intensity, low attachment. High intensity means boom, 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 boom. I'm sending out this message. I'm not attached to the outcome. I don't care if they say yes. I don't care if they say no. I really want them to say yes, but I'm not worried about it when I send my message. Guys, my flies. I have a family of flies in my camper, and I would probably spend about 30 minutes a day now just killing flies with my Norwex cloths because I don't have a fly spotter. You can be a messy individual like me. Look at this. It's broken. It's broken. You can be messy. You can be this. And people might relate to this. They don't care if you're perfect. They don't care if you have a perfect white backdrop. Look at my clean dishes over there. At least they're clean. Look at my flies. Look at my Bounty paper towel roll. You guys, I am living a real life. And so are you. And your people give no craps. And if they give craps about what your backdrop looks like, those are not your people, and you don't care. Okay? I'm on like, where did this come from? I don't know who I am right now. Can you post what you say to Katie? I have found that as of late, if I send a voice message, it's working better. Hey, Kate, I just want to say thank you for purchasing that hack pack last year. Or you don't even have to say that. You can say whatever you want. Hey, I just want to say thank you for being my customer. Listen, would you be interested in snagging one of my August spots for a class? My classes are generally about an hour or two long. Generally, a host gets anywhere from $50 to $500 in products. Would you be interested? Or just say, hey, Susan, I was thinking about you. How are you doing? And then you can reach out about the class later. But honestly, I just cut the chase and I just talked about classes. Hey, do you want to host a class? My calendar's filling up. I'd love to pencil you in on one of my spots. Guys, also, I think I mentioned this last time. I had a gal. She attended one of my favorite hosts, one of my favorite customers, hosted 3 classes, 3, with me over the series of my 4 years as an artist. She attended all 3 classes, okay? I messaged her. Hey, Susan, thank you for attending Susan's party. I always use Susan, it's fine. Hey, Susan, thank you for attending Susan's party. Did you have any questions about what you've seen so far? Nothing. Hey, Susan, thank you so much for attending Susan's party. Did you have any questions about what you've seen? Would you like to help with getting color match? Nothing. It's fine. I didn't even notice, if I'm being honest. 3rd time, same. I don't know why, but 2 weeks after that class was said and done, I went in and I took a chance and I sent her a voice message. Hey, Susan, I just wanted to say thank you for attending Susan's party. I really appreciate you coming. This is left field. I think I even said this is really left field, but I'm actually looking to, what did I say? I was wondering if you would like to snag a spot for yourself. My July calendar is filling up, and at the time I was offering a brush. I'm actually offering a complimentary brush to anyone who would be willing to host a class with me in July. And guys, she didn't respond 3 times, okay? I didn't even think about it. I wasn't even like, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, she doesn't like me. She hates Saint. I'm dumb. No, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even notice, actually. Kind of, probably a blessing I didn't notice, because I might have thought something before I wrote her, but I wrote her a 4th time, and I sent her a voice message, and she was like, oh my gosh, I've been freakishly, like, obsessively watching YouTube videos about Saint. I actually have a color match photo on hand. I was waiting to send it to you. I'm so glad you reached out. What? Girl, you've been to 3 classes! Like, now? Okay, sweet. Let's get you color matched. Let's do a class. We did a class. She had a qualifying party, $1,000 in sales. I had 2 parties booked off of hers, and then I have 8 parties this month. I couldn't get anyone I couldn't pay people to book a party a couple months ago. I was frustrated. I was down on myself. I'm lame. My business isn't growing. This is crappy. What am I doing wrong? Maybe it's me. Maybe I suck. No, I didn't want to do the sexy work. Like messaging people that didn't buy or get color matched in my last party. that happened 2 weeks prior. And then I just took a chance. Do the crap. If it's not sexy, it's fine. But you never know. What a couple of artists say, every dud knows a stud. Now, none of my people were duds. They're all studs in my eyes. They're all amazing. Nobody was a dud. But you never know what one person can open up in your market. You never know. I have this huge group of ladies that I feel like I've been friends with them for years, and I just met them off of that gal's class. Like, we hang out. Well, like, we message each other. They feel like my friends. I feel like I've known them. And if I wouldn't have taken a chance, why am I emotional? I don't know, guys. I don't know why I get emotional over this stuff. If I wouldn't have taken a chance, sorry that I'm emotional. I'm also on my period, TMI. If I didn't take a chance, I wouldn't have made these friends. I wouldn't have, none of that would have happened. None of it. Because I did something that wasn't sexy. And you guys can do that too. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to be organized. You don't have to know how to speak. I'm a flippin' mess. Always. You're probably way more organized, way more better at communicating, all of those things. So if any of us top leaders can do this crap and do something with it and have a business off of it, you can too. You just have to be willing to do the crap that isn't sexy. And I love that Jackie said that, because I'm going to use that. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep it. You kill flies with your hand. See, Kate, I feel like we could make a reel off of this. How to kill flies with your hand towels. It's shareable content. It's valuable content. You never know. Hey, Marianne. What about doing that from a party that was like a year ago? I would. Bethany, who cares? I'd be like, hey, Susan, I was just going through my old parties, wanted to say, hey, would you by chance be interested in having a party of your own? My August calendar's filling up. What do you say? You could show her, I don't know. I don't know if I would go into all the details on what a host generally gets. Ooh, guys, I tipped that chair. What's happening? I would just say, hey, Susan, I just wanted to reach out, see how you're doing, and I wanted to ask you if you by chance would be interested in hosting a class of your own. If she says no, all right, I'll move on to the next Susan. If she ignores you, okay, cool. Maybe in 4 times from now, she will. Ray Higdon, the famous network marketing professional, says that I stop reaching out when they've passed away. What? He literally keeps reaching out to people until they're dead. He says it's never a no, it's always a not right now. Keep reaching out. Who knows? You don't know. You don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they need to see you 10 times from now on your stories before they decide to buy. That's happened to me a lot. I have people that I reached out to on the first day that I joined as a Saint artist. I messaged 400. I think I messaged 300 to 400 people the day that now Facebook didn't have Facebook jail then yet. But I went through every female on my Facebook list and I sent them a Bible verse with a photo. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. I remember the picture. And I said, hey, I appreciate you following my Scentsy journey, because I had sold Scentsy for 7 years, 8 years. I didn't work Scentsy like I do Saint, but I sold Scentsy. And I said, hey, I really appreciate that you followed my journey with Scentsy all this time. Listen, I just joined with Saint, and this is my beauty group. I love to have you in there. Would you be interested in coming and checking out my launch party? It's going to be on this day. I hadn't talked to some of those girls in years. I don't know why I'm going on this rampage, but don't be afraid to do the work that is not sexy. I totally had a list of things and I went on a rampage of crap that I don't even know. Hi, my name's Krista and I hardly ever talk about the artist program. What's on my hand? Oh, that's pen. I hardly ever talk about the artist program. Why? I don't know. I'm a chicken. Or I'm not intentional, or I'm not organized. I don't know, but I'm putting it into the universe, into this group, that I do not talk about the artist program enough. And here's the thing. Who got a bonus check today? I want to see hands. Who got you a bonus check today? I did. Thank you, Jesus. Because you know what? That is life-changing for my family. I am living in a fifth wheel. Lumber is expensive. Every stinking cent is so appreciated. It is such a blessing. And yes, I'm crying again. Can you tell that I'm on my period? Oh, ladies, are those bonus checks not incredible? $34, Kate. $34 that you wouldn't have had if you didn't join Saint. That's some groceries. That's ballet class for a month, probably. Nope, your boys are not in ballet. Scratch that one. But that $34, when I joined Saint, I didn't have that. I didn't have that. I could hardly afford eggs when I joined Saint. My husband worked really hard. He was a fireman. He was working overtime. But guess what? We were struggling. My teeth look extra yellow right now. We were struggling. And $34, that was life-changing. It is life-changing. And those bonus checks, they are life-changing. They are so amazing. Yeah, Bethany, every dollar counts. So for me, when I hear people that are like hesitant to do the unsexy work, I don't know. Do you have a why? What does your why look like? Have you sat down? Have you made a vision board? Homework! I'm so random! Let's do some homework. You guys, let's do it, okay? I wasn't planning this. Let's do this. We have homework at the end of the month. Guys, why am I so random? I want to see a vision board. I want you to make a vision board. My neighbor who lives next door was one of the top leaders at jewelry. Why can't Premier? She was one of the top dogs at Premier, and she was like, "Did y'all make your vision boards? Does your team have a sweet vision board thing going on?" And I'm like, "No, but we should." So I'm gonna just sporadically challenge you guys to make a vision board. Not on Instagram, not on Pinterest. Let's make one together with real Elmer's glue, real Fisker scissors, real magazine clippings. Let's make a vision board. Because what my neighbor said, also good friend, really good friend, she said, there's something powerful about having a vision board. When you have a vision board and you have it in front of you, like in your house, you look at your why, you look at your vision, and you remember why you're working hard. You remember why you're showing up. You remember why it's worth your time to do what you're doing. And sometimes when you're doing the things you're doing for your business, think about why you're here. Amanda Ernest joined so that she could give her family a vacation on a Disney cruise and some hair and nails. Y'all, do you know that she has 19,000 of the Saint artists on her team? I heard it today in the influencer chat. 19,000 people in the company fall under Amanda Ernest. Do you think she could pay for that trip on that cruise ship? You think she getting her hair did? Yes, queen. Yes, she is. She be doing that. Amanda Ernest. I'm sure she's paying for a lot more than that. I can promise you that. Her why was important. And now think about all the lives that she has blessed by saying yes to this business. So, anyway, if you ever question, this is such a random live, guys. If you ever question how someone will receive your message, think about what's in here. Think about your intentions as a person. Are you here to scam them? Are you here to force them to buy makeup so you can just make a paycheck? Are you here to get artists so you could just make a paycheck? No, you guys, you're here to help somebody. You're here because you want to help people feel beautiful. You're here because you're going to bless somebody in some way. And if you remember why you're reaching out to somebody, you know, if you believe in your products and in the artist program, if you believe that you made $34, you know it's to be true. I made an income today. I brought home a bonus check today. I have women thanking me that they've saved time on their beauty routine. I've had women thanking me that they got stopped in the grocery store by, and actually I think this is Laura Couch on our team. I'm pretty sure she was one of my customers that said this. I swear it was her. She had two little old ladies thank her, or stop her in the grocery store and tell her that she looked beautiful and her skin was glowing. I'm pretty sure that was Laura Couch. Listen, you guys, we're in the friendship business and we're in the life-changing business, and people feeling beautiful and confident about themselves is life-changing. So if you're questioning whether or not you should reach out to somebody about the makeup, just remember you're changing their life in some way. They're going to feel confident. They're going to save money. You believe in these products. If you're worried about how somebody's going to receive your message about talking about the artist program, just remember, you know that you've made money at Saint. You know you've made friends at Saint. You know Saint has done something good for you. So why are you afraid to reach out about it? Just remember your intentions, and then it will take away the scare factor behind the messages or reaching out. You're not spammy Sammy, so don't be worried that you are if you're not. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, this was a very random combobulation of stuff that I didn't even put on paper. But one last thing, couple things. If you are one of those people that does have your business light on, meaning you show up daily, you're posting on your stories, you're going live, you're doing the reels, you're trying to book the parties, and you're not seeing results yet, guess what? You will. You will. Don't forget to connect with people directly though, because I can post something publicly on my main page all day long, but if I don't send a private message or directly reach out to somebody, it doesn't always lead to anything. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't. Because I tried to hide on my main page. I was struggling in my personal life, and I'm like, I'm just gonna post stuff publicly instead of connecting with people directly, and it's gonna be great. It wasn't. So don't be afraid to directly connect with people. But going back to the you show up, you do the things, it might not happen today, but flowers don't grow overnight, girls. They don't. You don't just plant a seed and have a flower sprout the next day, okay? Takes a few things for flowers to grow. So just know that it might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, it might not happen in a week or 2 or 3, but you will see the results from showing up consistently. You will. People need to see that you're serious. And if your business light is not on, they're going to be like, hey, I'm going to go look for somebody whose light is on. If Safeway is closed, I'm going to go to Fry's grocery store, or Publix if you're in the South, or I don't know what they got up in the Northeast, but somebody's business light is on, and they're going to find them. So you might as well show up. What else? I loved it last night when Jackie said, I think she said this, don't go drooling over these paychecks. Because she posted some pay stubs in her thing last night. Y'all need to go catch that replay for real if you haven't. She posted pictures of pay stubs, and she said, I don't want you guys to go drooling over these pay stubs unless you're willing to do the unsexy work. I thought that was kind of like, ooh, I like that. I like her. Have you guys seen that meme where the guy like from The Wedding Singer's like, ooh, I like her. Like that's like, anyway. Last thing. Other homework. Bonus homework. If you are able to book 3 lives for the month of August, let me know. I'm gonna have an accountability post, and we're gonna post a screenshot of your classes. If you get 3, maybe we'll have a drawing. I don't know. Like I said, this is so sporadic. I didn't plan any of this. Okay, I think that's it. Ladies, tonight Carly is going live over on Zoom. It's the artist opportunity night. So Jackie, oh, did I say lives? 3 classes. 3 classes on Facebook or Instagram. If you can post a screenshot on my accountability post, that's preferred, so we can all keep each other accountable. Guys, this fly, it loves me. 3 classes, a vision board, and don't forget to share. Today's the best day to share, and they did this on purpose. Share a blurred out screenshot. What I'm saying is, like, scratch out your pay or put a sticker over it and say, I'm so thankful for my bonus check today. And then say something about the artist program, and then share about Carly doing her her live. She's gonna have a Zoom call live tonight. I forget what time, but that's happening tonight, and she's talking about the artist opportunity. So make sure you share about that. I think that's all I have to say, guys. I don't know where any of this came from. I'm gonna go hide under a rock now, but I hope you guys have a good Tuesday. Don't forget to share that you got paid. Don't forget to blur out the pay, because we can't share that. Don't forget to talk about what the artist program's done for you. All those things. You could bless somebody else's life. If I said no to Saint, my life would look a heck of a lot different right now. Way different. Way different. I'm super grateful that I have the opportunity to be here, and that you guys get to be here, and that we get to be here together. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a good day.